we will invite Lorena Anjos. She's 19 years old from Brazil. She loves reading and getting lost in different worlds. For Lorena, this is a way to learn more about herself. At the age of 12, she declared herself a feminist. Even at a young age, she understood the importance of fighting for women's rights. So I hope you all enjoy Lorena's beautiful talk.
Thank you, girls. So first I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think when you hear the word feminist? Just keep that in mind, the first thing that comes up in your mind. For some people, feminist can mean equality, activism, autonomy, and for other people, feminist can be radical or exaggerated or men-hating. And for me, at 12 years old, feminism was all about hope. I thought about feminists as women that could be whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. They could be a soccer player. They could be a CEO. They could be a president. And at 12 years, I say that to my mom. And at that time, she laughed. She was like, "You don't know what I'm talking about." And I was pretty sure that I know what I was talking about because I studied that. And I tried to explain for her, and she just said, "Okay, you can do whatever you want. Just don't be those feminists that is always being disrespectful and hating." And I was like, "Mom, this is not feminism. Feminism is basically the advocacy of women's rights and defending the equality between the both sexes." And she didn't understand. So I go to look for something, and I found out an article from BBC UK when they say that 35% of women say yes when asked whether they are a feminist or not. And for me, this was a very low percentage of people. It's like feminist is something built for women and by women, and it's in your lives every day. And in the same article, they say that 8 of 10 people believe that men and women should treat equally in every way. So I was like, how can these two things not be related? How can people believe in equality between the both sexes and not consider them a feminist? I find out that feminist is always stereotyped, and there's a lot of misconceptions between people, and mostly between women and girls, that they think that feminist is just for white women, or is men hating. For you to be a feminist, you need to hate men, or lack of femininity, or even your sexual orientation will be basically stand by that. And even those people say that they don't have prejudice, they just don't want to be as for something they are not. They don't see that what is actually feminist and how this can change, and it is changing the world. And at 12 years old, I'm trying to explain that for my mom, and I have to improve the image of feminist for her. I say that feminist is a good thing, and we have to know what it is exactly before we speak about it or say bad things about it. And as society, we should improve more the image of feminism because it's changing the world every day. Like the reason that you can speak, I can speak now, or the other girls can speak about something that they like is about feminism. It's for feminists. And people don't consider their feminists because they can see, they don't identify they don't see a woman of color, or a woman that is from Asian or African heritage as a feminist. In a society, we should do more. We should not take the woman's image in that we have to do that, or we have to do something. Women can do whatever they want. So I think we need to bring different young girls that can do whatever they want, and teach the new and the old generation how feminists change, and it is changing the world, and how this can be important, and how this will help me at 12 years old not feel ashamed for telling my mom that I was a feminist or not. So we need to improve a society, what we should impose or not for women, and how they could look themselves and see themselves in the world. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Lorena. I think that's a perfect reminder of how we can change the way people see feminism, but also how you are such a role model for so many, not just young women, but so many people who are trying to change the world and how people see the world.